that are going to play are Tato, Vreeze, and Squeezy, though they're all, again, very similar scoring-wise in stats and goals, saves, assists, very similar. So expect any of them to be able to pop up.
Yeah, pretty even across the board here as well from Hawaiian Pizza. Numbers that I immediately see, I mean, 70 saves for Vreeze leads the way for the team, as well as 50 goals, so getting it done on both sides of the pitch. Yeah, just again, we're pretty confident we'll know who the starting three is going to be. We're currently in the process of remaking the lobby because Rocket League is just the worst thing to ever to have to interface with sometimes, and they just try to make it as hard as possible. So now we're getting back into the lobby. We get back into Manfield. We'll get the players back in here, and we're going to start. And while we wait for them, Taco, do you have a prediction for this first game? I'm not going to put you on the spot for the whole series because it's not the podcast, but at least the first game. You have any thoughts?
It's tough to predict. Both these teams are very good. Dime is, I'm sure, going to have a great showing. But Hawaiian Pizza 10-0.
10-0 game one, Hawaiian Pizza. I think that is that's the homer tendency showing, but I suppose you can get this one out of the way here in game one and then not ever do it again for the rest of the series. But there's an opportunity for you to vote in the chat. You all get your things in there. I can't say that Hawaiian Pizza is going to win, so I'll call, 3-1 for Dime. We're getting into game number one here at Manfield. Prospect Finals underway. And an opportunity for both of these teams now. The final step to reach the RSC championship for the Prospect tier. Brandon Dan, no boost, pushes it into the corner here. Vreeze stands him up. YOLO Twin with a 50. It's going to be caught by Potato, caught right back by Twin. And it will not drop in. Brandon Dan underneath, although just underneath in the rotation here. Twin trying to pop it off the wall. Really nothing going for the offense there. Tree Frog up, looking for a crazy redirect. Almost a fake past Vreeze. It's a shot for Bran. And really the first offensive look of the game comes for Dime. About 45 seconds in here to game number one. Another shot will register for Brandon Dan. This one saved by Squeezy Sponge. A long try from YOLO Twins. Going to go off the crossbar, and Tree Frog can't clean it up. A minute's gone by, and Dime with the first three real good looks of the game so far, Taco.
Yeah, chaotic start to the game as multiple open net opportunities were just missed by that Dime team, but the opportunities coming. Tato looking for the redirect, unable to make contact with the ball. Brandon Dan will get a free clear, but that's going to find its way to the wall past everyone. Squeezy Sponge is going to be beat to the ball, and Hawaiian Pizza struggling to get out, but here comes Squeezy Sponge looking for the redirect, but unable to fire it on target, just wide. And Tree Frog will take it upfield, but leave it for Squeezy. Squeezy again looking dangerous, and it's causing some teams to panic on both sides. Again, very early in the series, both teams trying to feel it out, looking very fakey at moments on both sides.
And definitely still just looking for that first domino to fall, first team to make that critical mistake that'll lead to a goal the other way. Squeezy Sponge, a big dunk to keep it into the blue end. Potato Dactyl right back towards blue goal, saved away. Now again a centering ball. Will there be somebody there to put it on frame? There is. It's Squeezy, but saved away by Brandon Dan. Potato Dactyl's follow-up high and off the backboard won't go. And we remain level at 0-0. Squeezy Sponge with another shot. Another ripper saved by Bran. It's a savior medal, and Potato's going to finally break it open. Squeezy Sponge gets the apple, and at 1-0 the scoreline for Hawaiian Pizza. Beautiful strike from Potato Dactyl. 1-0.
Yeah, Potato there to clean it up. She's super reliable as always, as the shot was thrown on target by Squeezy. Forced both of them to commit, and Tato there gets a lot of power on that. So, and that was needed because there was a goalkeeper in net that just could not react in time. Vreeze is going to get a good opportunity here, but it's going to fall to Brandon Dan. It forces a double commit from Hawaiian Pizza. Your YOLO Twin looking to break some ankles and score a brilliant goal to tie it up.
icy here at the edge of the box. Twin with a cutback around one, gets the flick around two, and just enough space to put it in that right side of the goal. Great equalizer for Dime. And YOLO Twin gets on the board with a goal. It's maybe an opportunity for a kickoff look here. Twin will be back pretty confidently to save that one. Squeezy Sponge, though, forces the issue. It's right back to Breeze, who will put it high off the crossbar. Potato Dactyl not able to drive that one home. Tree Frog up with a good 50 on Squeezy Sponge to keep that one from ever registering as a shot, and it'll be up to Brand to just bang it away. Potato right back towards midfield. YOLO Twin to the backboard here. No look because of great defense by Squeezy Sponge. Tree Frog will loft it up once again. Breeze pounds it right back into the blue end. Quick catch and turn by Bran around one. Looks for Tree Frog. Centering ball. Two players there for Hawaiian Pizza, and it'll be Breeze that makes the save. And with 90 seconds left, we remain deadlocked here at one apiece. Dime just kind of peppering the backboard, but they can't find that incisive touch they need to really break it back open.
Yeah, both teams now a little bit more defensive going on, it looks like. Both teams not willing to give up the next opportunity, which could be the critical one in this game, as Tato will shut that clear downfield, and it goes to Breeze, who's going to catch it on the wall. Tree Frog makes a touch and leaves it for Brand. Tree Frog's hunting for a demo, unable to connect with Tato, who clears it downfield, and that is, I thought for a second, might have been that strong to go on target as Breeze plays it in. Squeezy's unable to get there as Brand will lose control, but look for a demo, and again, the demo is being hunted. Potato has the two defenders in net. Very awkward. Squeezy, the pass in mid, looking for the floating, and Breeze finds the ball that was just floating right there for him to put away.
What an effort from Squeezy, the second touch to beat the pre-jumping Bran. And Breeze has got faith all the way into that corner pocket to make it 2-1 late here for Hawaiian Pizza. Dime just couldn't quite get it figured out on their offensive pushes, and then it's just all it takes is one the other way, and Hawaiian Pizza turned like 7 shots out of nowhere through that last flurry of offense that they finally turned into a goal their way. Here's a look for Dime in the waning seconds of game number 1. YOLO Twins going to force a triple commit. Can Dime find a way to punish this one? They're already rotated so far out. A big boom to the backboard from YOLO is going to be just off the post. Tree Frog, can he tuck it in? 3 seconds left. Brand can't get there. Zeros on the clock. YOLO's going to keep it up. Nothing in the tank. Breeze with a touchdown to the ground, and Hawaiian Pizza will hold on to take game number 1. A heroic effort on the defensive end at the last moment, and they will take the first step forward towards a win in the series.
I mean, what an effort from all of the players on the field. I mean, your YOLO Twin with a 580 score, trying his hardest to win this one for Dime, but just barely. A triple commit at the end from Hawaiian Pizza. They were scrambling, everyone scrambling. Definitely a nervous game number 1, but they hold on and take an important lead in this series.
It's a prediction that was correct. Maybe not to the extent that it was predicted, but correct for you nonetheless, Taco. It's a good win to start the series off for Hawaiian Pizza. I think Dime just looking to get Tree Frog engaged here. He's got one shot. Just I think the 82 points for Tree Frog really isn't indicative of the way that game went. Definitely on the offensive side of the pitch. But one thing that I will say, and I noticed it at the very end towards Dime, because Hawaiian Pizza were just trying to throw everything they could at the net. Dime is doing a very good job making sure they're not getting caught out by those rotation check shots that Hawaiian Pizza will throw out there. They have somebody back when they need them. Now they just have to try to work on getting a little bit more creative in the offensive half to really break down this Hawaiian Pizza defense. If you've got RSC coins left and we've not bled you dry, predictions are up for game 2. And it's almost Tree Frog right off the rip, just double tapping it in from the kickoff to give Dime a quick lead, but it's just wide, so it'll stay 0-0 instead. Ran, forcing a 50 in the corner. Squeezy Sponge will cut it out. Tree Frog in pursuit, gets the boost, but not the ball. Squeezy Sponge, a controlling touch, not a lot of boost. It almost fell to a teammate. That shot right down Main Street from Breeze, cut off by your YOLO Twin. And now Tree Frog maybe looking for that infield pass. He's found Brand. The shot's past one, but not past two. Breeze throws the bicycle kick to make the save. And again, Dime just can't find the final strike, but here it is. We called him out the last game for just not quite doing a whole lot. In this game, he gets their team on top first. Tree Frog opens the scoring. 4:18 left in game 2.
Tree Frog, 82 points in game number 1, already a goal and surpassing that score in game number 2. So a great start for Dime as they're looking much more comfortable on the offensive end. Squeezy will put a shot. Potato is testing the defense. Squeezy's up for it. Unable to find it. Up so early, but it's too early as that just led to a way open net. A demo came through and there was no one back third to protect the net.
And that is the danger of looking for those crazy angles. You're definitely sacrificing at least one defender to being stuck to the opponent's backboard. And chances are they don't have a whole lot of boost left in the tank because they just used all of it to try to get after that ball. So very quickly turns around the other way. It's a 2-0 lead for Dime, the largest lead of the series so far for either team. Looking to make it 3 here is your YOLO twin, and it will carry him off the post and into the back of the net. A quick 3-0 stretch for Dime here. It's been not even a minute and a half yet, a minute and 11 seconds into game number 2, and they stretch their legs out to a 3-0 lead. It's not a bad spot to be in after dropping a very close game number 1, I think, to come back out and just really kind of assert yourself on game number 2. It's got to be good for the mental in the short term. It's a great turn by Brand to keep that from being a surefire goal into the back of the Dime net. But Taco, I'm curious to hear if you think anything about what a huge blowout game like this can do so early in the series. You're thinking, I mean, obviously there's still a lot of game left to be played, so we don't need to get too far into it. But does a team shut down after this because they get a little too cocky after blowing a team out?
Depends on the team. I think they're gonna be looking to keep with it. I think this game is definitely still winnable. Just got to get a goal every minute, pretty much. As Squeezy Sponge is gonna get space. Here's an opportunity. Brand's awkward. Squeezy's up. It's just gonna fall to Tree Frog. They're looking to create some chaos, some opportunities in the air. As that's falling to Tree Frog, Squeezy pops it. Another double commit from Hawaiian Pizza. It's definitely nervous. They've got to figure this out. Breeze just looking to make someone fake, but unlike game number 1, they're not able to break out of defense, and it's leading to open opportunities as Brand the Dan just waits for his own pass to fall in middle for him to just put nice and easy away.
Quite patient, almost like playing ones. Breeze with no boost, really just kind of SOL sitting in the net there. Tried to make the diving save at the last moment, but yeah, just the patience of Brand the Dan on display there. Another opportunity maybe for Brand to tuck it in and make it 5, but it'll just go wide. Tree Frogs looked like a totally different player here in game number 1. Just needed to wake up a little bit, get into this series, and doing just that here in game 2. And Dime, yeah, they held Hawaiian Pizza to one singular shot here through the first half and change of game number 2. That is very much a change from what we saw in game number 1. Here's an opportunity for Squeezy Sponge to make it 2, but even then cut out by Brand the Dan to keep the danger low. YOLO looking for Tree Frog, pops it up. Brand the Dan continuing it into the orange end, or it'll be cut off by Squeezy Sponge. Another dangerous bounce here for Breeze, who's going to have a go. Denied by YOLO Twin back into the corner, and Tree Frog will continue it out. But yeah, I mean, still, like, even in the minute that I just yapped for, no shots for Hawaiian Pizza, and this game continues to tick by with no offense for them. It's not really a way to win games, and it's considerably different than what we saw from them in game 1.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably not going to come back at this point, so you got to use this minute to think through it and wonder why. Why is that offense dried up? But here's Tree Frog just off the crossbar. A follow from Twin is just off target. And again, it's all Dime on offense right now. They can't break out. Can Hawaiian Pizza? It looks like Dime are the ones behind the way they're still attacking the ball and just continuing to pepper shot after shot on net. But here comes Hawaiian Pizza. They still can't get control of the ball. Squeezy's trying to make something happen. Twins pass off the crossbar, finds Tree Frog, and chaos in front of the net leads to a 5-0 lead for Dime.
Team bump to clear it open as well. YOLO Twin, after the first pass, finds Potato Dactyl on the goal line, and that means Tree Frog's got the entire net to shoot at, and he does not miss from right in front. 5-0 with 45 seconds left. Dime coming out, looking like they, just needed the first game to kind of download Hawaiian Pizza. They've absolutely had their number. Goal number 6, the hat trick from Tree Frog will just glance harmlessly off the post. And with 30 seconds left, it is Hawaiian Pizza just looking to try to maybe reset the mental, get a goal for the road here in the closing seconds of game number 2. Looking at basically a best of 5 now. The series will be tied 1-1 once this one is in the books at zeros on the clock. But it's a whole different look for Dime. It's Tree Frog with 6 shots after having no shots in game number 1. There's another save from Potato Dactyl to keep it at 5-0. And Brand's going to take number 6 at 1 second on the clock just for good measure. It's the finals. You don't get bonus points for not scoring the only amount of goals that you are required to win. It's a dominant game number 2 from Dime. And now they've got, I feel like, the even more difficult task now, Taco, of continuing this momentum into game number 3.
Yeah, I gotta feel like maybe Hawaiian Pizza got in their own head after that first couple of goals maybe and just started playing different, because that was not even close. It wasn't competitive, and that was unexpected after winning game 1. You expect them to be able to at least continue the momentum and at least make a competitive game, but 6-0, only 1 shot on net. I mean, it just was a completely different team, it looked like.
Yeah. Total 3 demos for each team, so physicality really not a determining factor for either side. No saves needed for Dime because only 1 shot was generated from Hawaiian Pizza, and that shot wasn't even on frame. So it was just, kind of end-to-end dominance for Dime. And I do kind of have to say it's a kind of a behind-the-scenes thing that we don't get to see on stream very much, but I always kind of take note of it when I'm watching, if I'm producing or if I'm casting. This game ended, Hawaiian Pizza, all 3 of them, ready up immediately. Dime, they took their sweet time. They didn't even ready up. They still not readied up. Like, this next game is starting, and they're like, oh, okay, I guess we should play game 3. It's a little bit of a different look. It's not the team that has won the game that is itching to get on to the second one. They're stretching their legs a little bit. They saw how that game number 2 went. Now here, game 3, they're ready to get back after it. There's a prediction up for game number 3. Give us more of your RSC coins. Give them away to other people. The exchange goes on and on. There are so many RSC coins in my RSC coin account, and I can't use them because I run the gambling, and if I did that, it physically won't let me, even if I wanted to. So that's just how these broadcasts go for me. It is already looking like it is going to be more of the same for Dime here. They're right back on the offensive. Your YOLO Twin has to be turned away by Squeezy Sponge at the last moment. Tree Frog back in pursuit here will clear the ball into the corner. Squeezy Sponge past 1, looking for Vreeze. It's broken up by the defense of Dime. They've got to scramble back here, though, because that was a double commit, and they did not connect on the ball. Ground pinch for Vreeze will find nobody but the hood of Brand the Dan, and a long clear after a deletion from Potato Dactyl is going to send Hawaiian Pizza maybe on the breakout the other way. Tree Frog on the respawn, though, puts it right back into the orange corner. Already a shot for Dime, almost 2 there on the Tree Frog attempt. Still nothing for Hawaiian Pizza, but Hawaiian Pizza on the warpath. They've already got 2 demos here in just the first minute of play.
Yeah, it's no one's getting shots. It's just going midfield to midfield. Lots of people exploding, as you said. Hawaiian Pizza maybe thinking, let's get in their head a little bit. Let's get some demos in after game number 2. You don't want it to just be more of the same. So I think I like this strategy. As Twin is going to lose the ball. Squeezy, again, they don't, the Hawaiian Pizza players don't seem to be keeping the boost all that well very much right now, but Breeze is going to be the benefactor of a fake out from Tato, as that one's wide, but the follow-up, as no one really went to save the ball. Again, Dime, all the offensive pressure, all the opportunities. Oh, Tree Frog another banger, a game number 1 that was uncharacteristic. He's shown up in this final series.
Absolutely clangs it right post and in. It's a splash. I don't think we count it. Tree Frog scored 2 goals in the last game, Doughboy. If you've not put the splash counter on the stream, we're at 3 now. It's just right back to what we saw in game number 2. Dime throwing all the pressure that they can muster up the field, and Hawaiian Pizza have just not found any answer for it. They've not been able to find those clean exits like they had in game number 1. Here's a demo from YOLO, and Tree Frog goes bar down. Splash counter goes to 4, and the lead is now to 2 for Dime. Another absolute ripper.
I mean, they've got to find a way to stop Tree Frog. I mean, I don't think he's had a goal that's under 70 kilometers an hour. Every goal is just an absolute banger on target. As leaving it for Twin, just Hawaiian Pizza gotta find some boost. They gotta find some opportunities. They're getting in their own head as the shot in the pass. Twin saves his own shot, and it just goes off. Tato a midfield 50. Squeezy's getting bumped and harassed, and Tree Frog is going to take over the ball. Breeze is beat. He passes it, or Tree Frog presses it. Excuse me. Potato looking to create havoc. It's just unable to be found. Breeze gets a demo, but still, Hawaiian Pizza, I cannot create anything right now.
Rapid and clawing, but really unable to find any purchase. Tree Frog with a whiff there. That was a ripper if he makes connection with it, but it will fall harmlessly. He's going to look for a different touch instead as he rotates out. Potato Dactyl with a long clearance. 2 minutes remain here in game number 3. It is still a 2-0 lead for Dime. 2 shots for Hawaiian Pizza to the 5 for Dime here with 1:45 left. YOLO Twin's going to pop this one up. Tree Frog for a look to the backboard. Brand the Dam with not enough boost to make a shot happen. It'll fall harmlessly. YOLO Twin, great patience there to not jump into the challenge. Tree Frog with a backside demo is going to make a little bit of space here, but he whiffs the touch. Squeezy Sponge all alone. Can't find the first one. Tree Frog with a great back check block there to keep the shot out. A huge bump from Brand is going to put Squeezy Sponge in a tough spot. Tree Frog taps it down, and Twin is there to tuck it home. A great team play all the way down, including the bump from Brand, and it just continues to fall the way of Dime. 3-0 with 1:13 left.
Yeah, Squeezy had the correct play to cover it, but unfortunately the bounce off the post went directly back middle, so it was an unfortunate touch. 3-0. And it's already looking not good. Breeze misses the open opportunity. It was so close. Hawaiian Pizza have had their chances. They're still getting them. They could still come back. There's still time. 1 minute left. Potato unable to make contact. Look at the physicality coming out from Dime. They're just unable to be in comfort with themselves. They can barely keep their hands on the controllers. Can Hawaiian Pizza? Potato misses the free clear. Brand has the ball but loses it. It's just going to be Potato. A demo every time they lose the ball. It's a harassment on the other end. It's just bump and demo. Squeezy Sponge looking to try something. Pass in mid, but it's shut down by Tree Frog. And that should do it. 4-0. And again, it's not been close.
Hat trick for Tree Frog here in game 3. For hat trick for 3 Frog in game 3. Anybody? It's what I get for calling him out after game 1, because he literally laid an egg in game number 1, didn't break 100 points, and now hat trick in game number 3. Scored 2 goals in game number 2. The splash counter continues to go up every goal that he scores, which is, you're gonna code it into the overlay. Why not use it? 10 seconds left in game number 3. It is another absolute barn burner from Dime. They just are ready for everything that Hawaiian Pizza has to throw at them. They hold Dime off the scoreboard for 2 games in a row now. A full 10 seconds of game, or a full 10 minutes of gameplay gone. 0 goals for Hawaiian Pizza. A grand total of 4 shots in the last 2 games. That is just how dominant it's been for Dime since the end of game 1, really.
Yeah, and you can hear it every time someone has space on Dime. There's a demo happening somewhere. There's an explosion on the field. And Hawaiian Pizza are just unable to break out. They're getting absolutely starved and just unable to make the critical connections they need to get out of defense. So just need to change it up. They got a great win in game number 1. They have what it's or they have the capability to win this series. They just have to get it back together.
A total of 12 demos that game. 7 for Dime, 5 for Hawaiian Pizza. Just a few. Just, a couple. That's a pretty the physicality wasn't really there in game number 2. It certainly was in game number 3. And now, maybe both teams have seen the entirety of the other's bag of tricks. Game number 4, it's a 2-1 lead for Dime in the series. Get your prediction points in while the prediction is open. And we'll see if Hawaiian Pizza can find an answer. They've been held scoreless in 2 straight games. Let's see if they can get the first on the board here. I think that would be huge for the mental of the 50-50 Pizzeria side if they can get the first one in the back of the net here in game number 4. Utopia Coliseum could be the site of them turning this around, or it could be the site of, kind of the bells starting to toll if you're a Dime fan, as Tree Frog's going to put this one long into the orange end. 50 up high from Bran will fall eventually to the combined power of your YOLO Twin and Tree Frog. A laser beam 90-mile-an-hour pinch into the back of the net for goal number 1. I know what the script is. This isn't in it.
I'm stunned. I don't even know. That is absolutely incredible. A pinch in the finals, just unable to be saved. I mean, I don't think anyone could save that one. This one's awkward. It's floating, but Tree Frog is having himself a series. Another brilliant save. Twin clears it downfield. It's just been the Dime show in these last 3 games. Hawaiian Pizza have to figure this one out quick, or else it's going to be staring down the barrel of a 3-1 lead from the other side. These pinches are so uncomfortable.
No way. There's no shot this just happened. 0 boost double off the backboard. Tree Frog has no doubt the entire way down where that one's going to go. It's the most open goal, more open than the one that we saw last game, which was pretty open. Tree Frog got himself a brace in the first minute of game number 2. Or game number 4, and it just continues to break the way of Dime. They had a really tough break in game number 1, and now it seems like every single break since then has come up blue, as Twin is going to put this one center. Bran is there after stealing the mid-boost, crossbar and out, and Potato Dactyl will get it out and safe towards the sidewall for the moment. It stays 2-0. Hawaiian Pizza have got to feel like every time the ball bounces in front of their net, it's going into the back of it. So every time that they can get out of there scot-free, just breathe a sigh of relief. Potato Dactyl looking for the first goal in a game, 2 games and change now. But instead, it's 3-0 the other way. Dime in transition, and they continue to put the pedal to the metal. It's 3-0.
Everyone crashing the net here. Dime have just said, you know what? Let's just go for it. We'll send it. They were getting outpaced by Hawaiian Pizza kind of in game number 1, and they just said, you know what, hey, Tree Frog, 82 points, just send it at the ball and we're all gonna follow behind. Vreeze is unable to clear it over the top. Potato's gonna read this ball. Let's see if they can build some momentum here. Squeezy can't get the pass off the backboard. Tree Frog's gonna give it away. Vreeze over 1, that's on target but easily saved by Twin. Tato can't get the touch. Twin still has the ball, looking to keep control. And I just can't see Hawaiian Pizza figuring this one out in this game. But they're still got time to do so if they flip a switch, and there was an opportunity to do so.
Still just trying to find it, and this is going to be how they do. It's Potato Dactyl with just a howler that finds its way through a couple of defenders, breaks the protractor out off the window, and nobody from Dime can find that one. Hawaiian Pizza have broken the seal. It took them literally 2.5 games to do it, as we're halfway through game number 4 here, and they didn't score at all in game number 2 or 3. But they've got the monkey off their back, and now they've just got to turn that 1 goal into 2, and then that 2 goals into 3. And, we can look at maybe this being a little bit more of a series instead of us prognosticating about how much of a blowout it's going to be. And that's exactly what they needed. Breeze and Potato combining downfield. And it's 2-3 now as a quick 1-2 for Hawaiian Pizza. They're right back in it.
Yeah, they just needed one, and now the dam's broken up and the water is flowing. The goals are starting to come in for Hawaiian Pizza. Can they finish this one out, finish the comeback, and bring this momentum through the rest of the series? Tato gets a touch. Brand's up early. Tato is going to be able to find the ball unexpectedly to the Dime defense, or offense on that point. Breeze unable to get it. Look at the play from Tree Frog and Twin. They're linking up. This one might be open if they can get it down mid. A bump attempted bump comes through, but Tree Frog navigates around it and just says, yeah, I'll just move over here, avoid the bump, and just put it in.
Yeah, great little 1-2 passing play down the length of the field there from Twin and Tree. They get it done, and they give that 2-goal lead back for Dime. It's a good kickoff here for Hawaiian Pizza, but Breeze not able to wrap around that one to get a shot on. Squeezy Sponge deletes Brand there. Near post defender's gone. A lot of room for Squeezy, and Potato Dactyl just flies right past the ball. Can't find the finish. It'll stay a 2-0 lead with 90 seconds left in game 4. Dime hold on to this lead. Right back in. YOLO Twin, the 50 on Squeezy Sponge. A team bump from Potato Dactyl, and Breeze is going to keep that one from having any more momentum. It's just when they need it most, it really kind of seems like Hawaiian Pizza just kind of tripping over themselves in the offensive zone, Taco.
I think that is right, as they've had some great moments of ingenuity and some great goals, but they're unable to really get it done a lot of the time in the final third. They're lacking consistency. But if they can get that going, they can be as dangerous as anyone. Here comes Tato Dactyl. Up the wall. No boost, though. Does get the pass in mid. It's floating down. Disrupted by Tree Frog. Squeezy under the ball. Breeze pops it in. YOLO Twin. Weak touch. Squeezy shot is saved. Unbeknownst to my camera angle. It's still loose. And it's in from Squeezy Sponge. This game is not over, folks. Do not step away from your chair. This one could be going to overtime if Hawaiian Pizza can convert another one.
Yeah, somehow Twin saved that ball immediately before being demoed. And then Tree Frog was just kind of there, not getting credit for either thing. Not getting the save, not being demoed. Like, what just happened? And with 20 seconds left, it's got to be Dime to find a way to close this one out here. They had a 3-0 lead, and Hawaiian Pizza have stormed back. Brand's going to have a go with low boost. Bumps one on the way out, so it'll be one-on-one Squeezy Sponge with nothing in the tank versus Tree Frog. Tree dispossesses. Potato Dactyl centering ball, and Brand the Dam with a monster clear to ice game number 4 and put Dime onto championship point.
Signs of life there, though, from Hawaiian Pizza. They got close to the equalizer, and compared to the other 2 games, that's got to at least feel somewhat good. They figured it a little bit out. They just got to have that end to the game be the start to game number 5.
Yeah, the demos and numbers coming back into Hawaiian Pizza's favor a little bit. 5 demos for Hawaiian Pizza, 3 for Dime. 1 apiece across the Dime roster. And it's just as soon as Dime turn the physicality off, they just ratchet the offensive pressure right back up. Like, if they're not bumping you, it's because all 3 of them are rotating immediately onto the ball, and there's not anybody rotating to bump. But when every time, and we talked about it a little bit, the consistency of Dime versus Hawaiian Pizza. Every time Dime's getting into the offensive zone, they're setting up the same way. They're looking for the same bumps across the middle. Hawaiian Pizza haven't been able to find that consistency on the flip side, getting their defensive breakouts so that way they can even think about really setting themselves up on the offensive end, but doing a much better job of countering the Dime pushes. They are in game number 4. Game number 5 takes us to Wasteland. It could be the last one of the series. Get your predictions in. Will Dime take the championship here at the Wasteland, or will it be Hawaiian Pizza to send us further on? 5 more minutes on the clock. Kickoff goes to Breeze and Tree Frog. It'll be Breeze that wins it. 100 boost off the sidewall. Ran with an early jump and nobody there for Hawaiian Pizza to even think about a shot. A lot of space for Tree Frog, and it's punched right back in. Yellow Twin is in the Bumblebee in the yellow car. I was super confused for a second there why there was a yellow car on the blue team, but now I see why. The error of my ways has been shown to me. Potato Dactyl thought about a shot, really couldn't get it. It's a double commit there, and now an opportunity. Your Yellow Twin just with a high skyhook shot saved by Breeze. Tree Frog with a 50 win over top of 1. Can't get it around Squeezy, so it'll be Brand instead with the long shot. Potato will get credit for the save. Yellow Twin, a bouncer. Squeezy Sponge not fooled by the oldest trick in the book there. Potato Dactyl whiffs that one. Tree Frog wasn't expecting the whiff. Brand with a 50. It's going to bounce towards the goal, but not threatening. And Squeezy Sponge will try unsuccessfully. Yellow Twin has the centering pass, but nobody was ready for the shot. And a minute in, 0-0. Definitely settling back in a little bit. Shades of game 1, Taco.
Yeah, and even there, Hawaiian Pizza a little bit tripping over themselves. They gotta figure out the communication. If they can get that done, then there's gonna be a Dime gotta be careful about a potential comeback in this series. But a pass from Tree Frog is luckily not one of his signature 80+ km/h shots, and harmlessly goes across the goal line for an easy save. But Breeze has an opportunity, shuts that clear down, and Squeezy will take over. Gets a double touch unexpectedly to Brand, but a good demo is what is preventing that pass in mid. Tree Frog, who's looked so good in this series so far. Squeezy keeps the ball, but here's Hawaiian Pizza. They just lose the ball, and it's open! And your Yellow Twin will not get one much easier than that.
Absolute clanger, this one from the left side. No doubt. Not an easy shot to make, but it's wide open, and it's 1-0 for Dime. Your Yellow Twin breaking it up. And now again, the response has to come from Hawaiian Pizza. We've seen them in this position before. Brand the Dan throws one to the backboard. Yellow Twin, maybe a fake. It leaves it for Tree Frog. Squeezy Sponge reads it all the way through, gets the save. Brand can't get that one before Breeze will take it into the blue end. Tree Frog quickly turning on it. This one's long, just off frame, off the crossbar. Tree on the double tap. He doesn't go up for it, but he doesn't need to. Reads it on the ground, and 2-0 very quickly. This Tree Frog, not the aerial kind, just a nice ground Tree Frog there. 2-0.
Yeah, Tree Frog sticking to the ground there. Just had the whole defense scrambling. Squeezy tried to turn around in time, but unable to do so. Squeezy has a shot opportunity, but it goes just wide. And now here's an opportunity again. Breeze, but look at Tree Frog. Always first to the ball. Looking very good in this series. Breeze has control. Forces a 50. Here's Squeezy. Looking to link up. Oh, but it's hits the back of their teammate. Potato, it's open. Can anyone get it back? No. Potato Dactyl. A signs of life from Hawaiian Pizza. Is there still a chance? 2 minutes 16 left for this comeback.
I feel like that's the second time in 2 games that Hawaiian Pizza have kind of had a ball don't lie, like a Rocket League gods to look kindly upon you. You probably should have had a clip on that last push, but you just put 1 foot wrong. Here's the goal that you probably deserved back then. And they'll take those to the bank. They count just as much as all the other ones. But I'm sure that they would prefer to have the ones that they're looking for go in. This one will be good. I was worried for just a second there. It's another splash. That one's orange, though. I don't know how many Squeezy Sponge goals there have been. But that I don't like. Splash counter's at 9 now. So I hope Doughboy's been keeping up with all of them. It's that one's a kind of a heartbreaker if you're Dime. It's just a little bit of a defensive breakdown, and Hawaiian Pizza get the punish on it. Yellow Twin trying to get it right back. It's just off the post. Potato Dactyl tries to slow it down. Tree Frog with a 50 to the backboard. Brand's there. It's off target. Tree Frog puts it in far side, though. Kisses it off the post. And the lead right back to Dime, 3-2.
Everyone else might have their aimbots off target, but Tree Frog just can't stop slotting these in. He's having himself an incredible series. I don't know what goal that is. I think he's got to be in the double digits at this point. Incredible series. That's pitched in, I think. Oh no, it's off the post. That's a heartbreaker for Hawaiian Pizza. It was so close to the equalizer. This could be a chance. Unable to find it, but that has got to just make their hearts sing.
I think that's the first time I've seen Tree Frog absolutely full send for the corner boost. Oh, it works out in favor of Dime to the boost starved defense. Doesn't have enough in the tank to get up and challenge this one. And it's Yoriolo Twin that puts in a no-doubter. Vreeze flat-footed and a 2-goal lead here on championship point for Dime. There was a moment in game number 1 where it looked like this was going to be a hard-fought, evenly matched series. And through 5 games here, it has been the Dime show, really. After game number 1 got over and done with, everybody's whiffing that one. It is a whifty city in the blue box, but it'll be eventually Tree Frog who gets it to the corner. 60 seconds remain here, and it's got to be a heroic effort from Hawaiian Pizza. They need 2 goals in the bank to at least force OT and try to extend this series a little bit longer.
Yeah, and again, Hawaiian Pizza unable to flink up, and Brandadan sees the awkward potato dactyl flying in the air and just says, you know what? I'll just fly in for this one, slam it in 80 kilometers an hour, right down the frame of the net. No one can stop it. Vreeze almost able to get the hood on it, but unable to do so. 5-2. This one is not looking good for Hawaiian Pizza. They really need to just get a flurry of goals all of a sudden.
Yeah, and it's hard to do when Dime really doesn't let you have the ball very much, and they definitely don't let you have the ball uncontested. They're always got a hand up in your face. Here's an opportunity for Squeezy Sponge to try to get after it, and instead he's bumped by their own teammate, really preventing the offense from ever kind of clicking here. It's going to be pinched into their own goal, maybe not how you draw it up for Dime. There's still game left to be played, and 2 goals in 20 seconds, a lot different than 3 goals in 20 seconds, so I guess Hawaiian Pizza will take solace in the fact that they've still got a shot here. Yeah, I mean, if that's a pinch in the other goal, it's insane. But a pinch in your goal, just kind of whatever.
Yeah, that's something, but
Bang.
Squeezy has a shot. Oh, it's just, if anyone was following up, if Vreeze just committed there, that could have been their opportunity. Popped up in the air. They got to get it on target within 2 seconds. Squeezy can't. That's it. Dime win the prospect tier.
Dime, your season 22 prospect champions. The Bumblebee celebration at the very end, just for good measure. Congratulations to Dime. Congratulations to Moneymakers. And nobody got to see the Dancing Bumblebee special because instead we're watching this awesome Big McCrug special hype chamber bespoke vid here. Congratulations to everybody. Congratulations especially to Tree Frog, and finally winning a championship. It has to happen for everybody. If I can find a way to do it, I think that anybody can find a way to do it. Tree Frog is the latest example of that. Taka, we've got to pick an MVP for this series. Pretty sure it's going to be a player that played in blue. Any thoughts immediately from you?
I mean, I think my MVP is going to be Tree Frog after he turned his monitor on and after game number 1. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'll just start playing," and then he did, and then no one else had a chance.
The turning point. Tree Frog doesn't show up in game number 1, Dime loses. Tree Frog shows up in games 2 through 5, Dime wins game 2 through 5. Easy MVP vote for me too. It's really unfortunate that it's shaken out that way, but that's just, that's where we're at here. And it's for good reason. I mean, he kind of balled out through the last 4 games of that series, all the just straight 4-game win streak for Dime to take the prospect finals. Congratulations to them. I honestly think that any of the 3 of them have a good argument for MVP, but yeah, I think the Tree Frog doesn't have a good game in game 1 and they lose, and then Tree Frog has a great games and the rest of them and they win them all very convincingly, is a very good case for him to win MVP. So we'll say that out loud. It's just the finals MVP. Don't worry, you can still vote on your tier MVPs later on, but congratulations to Dime. We're going to take a very short break while we get ready for our master matchup, which will be coming to you as soon as we are physically ready for it. So please stick around, and we will be right back with the Season 22 RSC Master Finals.